everybody. I realized I never posted a video of my finished build out on my Ford Transit van, so I want to do that right now. If you start on the outside, you see I have a couple of solar panels up on top. I built that roof rack myself using 80/20 aluminum, and I had some help getting the panels put up there. And then I also ordered windows to be put in. This one side window on the door originally came with the van, but the rest of the windows I put in, and those include windows that have openings for screened or screened-in openings. And I also bought a fantastic fan, as you can see up there, and hired someone to put that in. But outside of hiring someone to put up the windows and the fantastic fan, and also help getting the panels up there, I basically built everything myself. And as you can see, it's built of wood. I'm not a woodworker, so things are not perfect here. And there's a little bit here and there with the trim that I'd like to change in the future. We start out here. Here is where I keep my storage tanks for my water. There's 2 tanks in there that hold fresh water and gray water for my sink. So we'll come inside here. And you see right away I have this big table. Right now I've got this somewhat funny, awkward legs on there. I think I'm going to update that and probably add some better storage down there. But I have for now some storage here that's kind of a sliding storage that comes out. That's very nice to fill up with all the foodstuffs I put in there. And then you can see I have, as you turn this way, my bed, which is right now in couch mode. But if you pull this up and you pull up the mattress, you can see that it's one of these kinds of couches that slides out, and then it forms a twin bed. So once it slides out, you can still just barely get by here from front to back, but it forms a twin bed. And as you can see, this is a very open sort of setup because I put my bed to the side and with all these windows, and that was something I was really reaching for. I wanted that open feeling. I wanted that feeling like when you're inside the van that you can look outside and see nature. And so I'm really happy with the way that turned out. Now I know some people would say that with all these windows it might be kind of warm, but actually it's been just fine for me. If you got too much sunlight, you can cover up the windows. I've got these right now, these sort of roll back in and out. They're just some Reflectix covered with material. And then I've actually got extra panels for each of the windows. I also have a insulated panel that's some more Reflectix with some more material, and that can go in first, and then you can fold these out and put that on top, and then you've got a double layer insulation, and it keeps things cool in summer and warm in winter. Let's see, we'll go look up here at the roof. The ceiling I built by bolting in some plywood, and all of the plywood that I used in here was that all-natural kind of plywood that's made using soy-based glues. I made sure that everything that went in the van didn't have too many chemicals in it. So I also put insulation in the roof and in the walls and in the floor, and all of that insulation is wool. There's a little spot way back in there that has to be covered up, and you can just barely see the wool sticking out there. So a good thick layer of wool, as well as some added flooring insulation that I put in there as well on the walls and floor and so on. And the flooring, it was some leftover wooden flooring that I got from the Habitat for Humanity store. Indeed, all of this woodwork is pretty much repurposed wood. Some of this even came out of my dad's workshop, some of these different types of woods that I put together, sort of mix and match. And so they mean something to me. Here's my cover for my sink, which is a copper sink, and this is the pump that brings the water up from the tanks, and that's a rechargeable pump. I have a TV, and then over here, as you can see, this is where I keep my battery. I have the Bluetti, which I'm very, very happy with. Yes, it's a more expensive battery, but it allows you to store a ton of the solar power. So I've got 2 panels of 200 watts each for a total of 400 watts on the roof. But what makes this great is the amount that I can store in this battery. So even if it's not totally sunny, or if I'm parked in the total shade for a while, you know, that battery really can store up quite a bit and can be used over time. I've had no problems running my ceiling fan, my refrigerator, all of my electronics, and also I use an Instapot and a hot water boiler. All of these things plug in, and I've had no problem getting enough sunlight to get everything to work right. So down here I have some more storage space. These slide open, and this one slides open as well. And here's my refrigerator, and here's some more storage, garbage. Over here, this is a water tank for fresh water. I would suggest people, if they want to look for a nice water tank, they should look for the stainless steel tanks that are made for the food industry, the dairy industry, the wine industry, and you can find nice tanks that are seamless. And without a seam in it, it allows for better, more easily to be cleaned and less likely to get bacteria to build up. So then I have over here some more shelving up here for some different types of food, and up here I also have some blanket shelving. And in terms of how I did my roof is done very simply. I bolted these plywood panels into the roller bars, and then this is just a kind of piece of plastic you'd use to put inside your shower, and I painted them. And then this is loose. It can be taken out, so I can move these out whenever I want to. There's not only a layer of plastic there, but on top of that, then some more Reflectix with more wool on them. And over by the Fantastic Fan, these plastic-looking panels are the kind of panels you could use to cover your lights that you might have in a basement, say fluorescent lights. Come up here, I made this a little bit hodgepodgey, but it works for now. This is the kind of place to store my clothes, and it allows you not to have any doors that open up and interfere with your space. This slides up, and I need to put some hardware here so that will hold, and I have some clothes in there right now. Yeah, and I do not have a shower, I do not have a toilet, but I do have this little setup as a kind of an emergency bathroom I can use at night, especially if I'm in grizzly bear country. I don't want to be going outside with the dogs or whatever. And this is just a crate with a toilet top set on top of it, and inside there I use these kind of food storage containers that are sort of burp lid. They close entirely up, and I put cat litter inside of them, so the all natural sort of pine shavings cat litter. And then you just, after you've used them, you just throw the whole box away, and they fit right into the garbage. Yeah. So yeah, this is my van, and I'm really happy with it. I've already taken a couple of trips in this van as it is finished out, and I hope to work on a little bit more here and there, some of the trim work, and get some more lighting in here. Right now I just have some battery operated rechargeable lighting, but yeah, I really like the way it's set up. And I'll take one more look out the back here, and I'll show you that I have some work to do over here. I want to take this area underneath here and build one of these sliding drawers that come out. But this door, of course, can open up entirely just as this other door is open here. And then this contraption here actually holds an arm that holds an easel. And I am an artist, a painter. I do landscape painting. And this box here holds some art supplies that it opens up, it folds down, and there's drawers here, and then I can get to my art supplies while working right here and looking out there at the landscape and doing some painting. So yeah, this is the Ford Transit. It is the 250. It is the all-wheel drive EcoBoost. Very happy with that. Highly recommend getting the EcoBoost, and I love the all-wheel drive. Does great in the snow. So very happy with this build out. It's a 2020 Ford Transit, and yeah, I couldn't be happier. I've taken a couple trips already, and I hope to work on some more of the interior decoration, maybe give you another update in a while, see what I come up with. But for now, this is where I'm at. Very happy. I love it. So thanks for watching my video.